Hi, everyone. It's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is the icon, the legend, Rayceen Pendarvis.
Bam! Greetings and salutations, all.
Hey, and we have a special guest with us who's been with us before. So we're so happy to have her back here with us on the Team Racing YouTube channel. Welcome once again, Mónica Palacio.
Hi, great to be here.
So great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. It's so fabulous. So we want to begin with, let us talk about the Office of Human Rights. You are taught, I want to know everything about it, but you're now in this position. So talk to me a little bit about that, getting into this position.
Well, thank you. And first, let me say thank you, Racine, for always highlighting, the issues that matter the most and welcoming everyone to these conversations because it's lovely to join you as a Latina, as somebody who's lived in DC for 31 years. We need to take care of our communities and each other. So it's great to be here.
Oh, it's great
Um,
to have you.
Thank you. So, the Office of Human Rights is the agency in the District of Columbia that provides the free service of investigating cases of discrimination. So, that is our primary job. So, if folks feel that they're being discriminated against, either at work or trying to rent an apartment or enrolling their child at school or even trying to get public services from the district, they can file a complaint at the Office of Human Rights, and they don't need an attorney. They don't need to pay any fees. And that case will be investigated as long as the office has jurisdiction, right? So, as long as the law says we have the jurisdiction in this area, it happened in DC, and or the person can make the case that it needs to be investigated. So, the great thing is that 50% of cases settle through mediation. Mediation is a pretty, fast process.
Mhm.
And the harder cases take longer to investigate, which I know can be a little bit frustrating, but that is the work of the agency. It takes time.
Certainly, certainly. And talk to me a little bit about your position in the Office of Human Rights and, what that entails for you.
Right. So I've been with the office for almost 10 years now,
Mhm.
and I was gone during 2020, but I've loved being here. It's wonderful to be part of the mayor's administration and also to be part of a government that is local, it's state, it's a county, it's everything, right? The district government is enormous and provides important services for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Schools, transportation, education, healthcare services. So it's important for folks to know that so many important programs and services are available. I love being part of that because, as somebody that's lived here for so long and I've lived in different parts of the city, I want to make sure no one is left out, that we're a city that's inclusive and really gives folks a chance to have a successful life, a healthy life, and a safe life.
And that's so
Certainly.
important. And especially now, when you think about what we're going through, the whole coming out of COVID, and now coming into the whole theme of DC is now open. So, what does that look like for many folks who are part of Washington, D.C.?
Right. Well, I think that, I'll say that I'm vaccinated. I think
I
that
am.
my hope, yes, the three of us are vaccinated.
Yes.
My hope is that everybody gets vaccinated to protect themselves and to protect the people they love.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. And I know I have this wonderful image here from the Office of Human Rights, and that, you know, tells us, a little bit about the mission of the Office of Human Rights, which of course is super duper important. So let me just go ahead and share that with everyone. So you can see it. There it goes. There it goes. That is the mission to eradicate discrimination, increase equal opportunity, and to protect civil rights through enforcement on behalf of residents, employees, and visitors of the District of Columbia. So since you've returned to the office, and now that we're in this, what have you seen to be the most recurring or the most frequent types of cases that people have been bringing to the office?
Right. So the types of cases that we see most often are discrimination based on age, race, and your physical ability, and or the intersection of those three things, right? Yeah. So all of those things at once. And it's very important for people to know that, especially in employment. So over 70% of our cases are cases of discrimination in employment. And think about how people need their jobs to survive more than ever. So if you're fired for being injured, or if you're out sick, or if you need to take care of a child, you may be protected under the law. So these rights, they only have value if people exercise them, right? If people know about them. So we want to make sure that if you have a hunch, you say, this happened to me, I got pregnant, I got fired, or I got sick and I got fired. Call the office, talk to somebody, and see if you have a case, and let us help you, right? Don't be silent, because if we don't use our voices to say, I think this was wrong, and I deserve protection, and I deserve to have my job back, we can help you, right? So just remember that you have resources, you have services, and you don't have to go through it alone.
And that's so important. Do you feel now more than ever, because of COVID, many practices by employees or folks who were discriminating based on color, the issues have gone up? Have you seen a number of cases rising as a result of folks trying to come back, but somehow their job has been eliminated or they've been dismissed without probable cause?
So here's the thing. I know this for certain. So we haven't analyzed the trends yet, because some people, we saw the number of cases go down over the last year or so, and they haven't stopped, but people have been in crisis. So sometimes filing a complaint is not the first thing on their mind. But I have heard from employees in restaurants and services like that they feel more disposable, right? The supply of labor is greater than the supply of jobs in some of the restaurants, because restaurants have had to scale down, or they've closed and reopened. So employees feel more vulnerable because they feel like, well, if they don't like me, or if they want to get rid of me for some reason that might be based in discrimination, they can just find somebody else, right? They're going to find someone to work and fill my position easily. So I don't know that cases have gone up, but I think we have to wait and see, because the economy hasn't yet normalized, right? We're still kind of closing and opening, and there's still concerns. And you go to restaurants now, and a lot of places have cut back on tables and table service, and you have to do takeout. So things are not quite the same. Yeah.
Certainly. And I noticed something there in the mission. It talked about also visitors to the District of Columbia. So that means non-residents can also file complaints if they feel discriminated against.
Absolutely. If folks live in Maryland or Virginia or just outside DC, and they are here and they're denied access to a restaurant, say they're in a wheelchair, or they're they work here and they're subjected to sexual harassment, they're still protected under DC's laws.
Oh, wonderful.
And that's so important. I find someone who has mobile issues sometimes that I'm very aware, more than I've ever been, of going to places and making sure that they're accessible for those who are having mobility issues.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, well, there's no ramp, or there's no rail, or and especially when it comes to the restrooms. I said, well, where is the one for those who are having issues of getting in and out? And I'm very aware of that more than ever. And some restaurants, for some reason, are kind of like antiquated, where they don't see that the toilet is too low for someone who
Mm-hmm.
may be having some issues moving about and the railing is not set up correctly. So I immediately go over to them and I say, you know what, have y'all thought about that? Or have y'all reconfigured this for those who have mobile issues or, moving around, so.
That's right. We
And
have to bring it to their attention and say, hey,
yes,
that person couldn't get in here and they were with a friend on crutches or in a wheelchair. And so you're not accessible to everyone. So that is a violation of the law.
certainly. And, I'm also aware that, especially with people going back out now into, different clubs, bars, stuff like that, that sometimes people experience things in these clubs and bars, maybe by the security guards, maybe by bartenders, maybe by whatever. Are they also covered under this? Like they could come to the Office of Human Rights to say, I was out at this bar, this certain thing happened, I was thrown, and they feel like it's some form of discrimination. That's also covered, correct?
Right. So if you file a claim, right, it has to be either a denial of services.
Mm-hmm.
So if it says, even if you just say it's ladies' night and,
Mm-hmm.
men can't come in,
Mm-hmm.
that could be an issue, right? But if
Ah.
you're filing, or they say, you can't wear sneakers,
Mm-hmm.
they may be kind of using that language to exclude, young
Ah.
people, or like no college students should apply to live here, right? When you
Mm-hmm.
see those labels on those exclusions, absolutely, the law protects you if you're a member of that group.
Ah.
But if you if it's something happening at work, you have to have an employer-employee relationship.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. Well, before I let you go, how can, viewers, residents, non-residents around the area, if they want to, keep up with what's going on with the Office of Human Rights, if they need more information, if they need more resources, if they want some support, how are they able to do that and get in contact?
Well, they can visit our website, ohr.dc.gov.
Mm-hmm.
They can also reach out to us through social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram, and learn more about us. Feel free to reach out and say, hey, I think this is happening to me. Can I talk to somebody? And they can schedule an appointment for an intake and see if they're able to file a claim with our agency. We're always here to listen. Language should not be a barrier. We're here and available to talk to anybody in any language they speak. And also, if people want to just learn more, definitely go to the website ohr.dc.gov, and we're here to help.
Thank you so much. And to our viewers, those links will be in the description right below. Monica, thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's been such a pleasure.
It's great to see you. Thank you, Rayceen. Thank you, Krylios.
Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.